Hey guys, Coach Basics, it's Kim again. Tonight we're going to talk about goals and goal setting. You really can't have a business without goals. Really, you can't do much in life without goals, to be honest with you. You got to have them. They're super important. And there's some, kind of guidelines as to how we can get goals that are going to work for you, that are going to help you build your business and grow as a person too. Goals are awesome. And something that I've learned over the last couple of years being a Beachbody coach is that I have to set goals for my life, not just my business, but different aspects of my life, because it's really hard to stay focused when you don't have goals. So let's talk about how goals, what a goal needs to be, okay? So 5 things, SMART, SMART goals. You may have heard about this before, but I'm going to reiterate it to you because I think it's important. They need to be specific. That's the S. They need to be specific. Specific goals, meaning not just a nebulous goal like, I want to help people lose weight, or I want to save some more money. They've got to be specific. I want to help 3 people a month for 12 months out of the year. Specific, okay? Measurable, that's the M part, measurable. And that is, when you have a specific goal, it's typically quite measurable. So, for example, I want to help 3 people a month. Well, measure it. Did you do it? Were there 2? Were there 3? Were there 6? Okay, measurable, super important. They need to be agreed upon, meaning if there are other people involved with your goal, they all need to agree that the goal is good. So, for example, in this business, maybe some of your goals involve other people, i.e., maybe I'm going to run one small group with my success partner every month. Small group, free group. And that's what you're going to do. That's what you're going to, but it involves the other person, so you have to make sure the person's okay with it. Bigger family type goals, you're going to need to agree upon those within your family, your significant other, if they involve your kids or your parents or maybe a sibling, things like that. So they need to be agreed upon goals. And sometimes the goal is just for you, in which case you need to agree upon it. Like 2 people, I don't know, it's like schizophrenia. Oh, just kidding. But agreed upon goals. And then they need to be realistic, clearly. So I'm not going to set a goal for next year, for 2017, I want to be a 15-star Diamond Beachbody coach, because that's not realistic. I wish it was, but it's not. So they need to be realistic goals, things you can actually reach. Like, you can't say, I'm going to hit the Millionaires Club next year, and I just started being a Beachbody coach. I guess you could say that. I don't think people have met Millionaires Club, although I know there's been a couple of coaches who have gone 15-star in a year and a half, in 18 months. That is crazy talk, but it happens. So if that goal is realistic for you, then more power to you. I'm excited to watch you and jump on that train with you. Woo, woo. All right. They also have to be time-based. So they do need to have sort of a timeline to them. So whether that's, I want to be Diamond by whenever, then I want to be 1-star by whenever, so on and so forth. You can develop times for those goals, time frame. So let's say you guys are thinking, well, I would sure like to be Emerald in the next 60 days. Then set a time. What's today? Today's the 12th of October, so that would be the 12th of December. I want to be Emerald by the 12th of December, whatever, 60 days. And that actually is a very realistic goal, believe it or not. So those of you who are not Emerald right now, we can get you there in 30 days, really, because to be honest with you, and this is a whole nother video, Emerald's a choice, your choice. You can make Emerald real quick and easy, and ask your coach, because they can tell you it's pretty easy to do. So that's a good goal because it's realistic, it's time-based, it is measurable, it's agreed upon, and it's specific. So that would be a SMART goal. All right, so there's a bunch of different systems of how to set goals. A ton of them out. There's whole books on them. There's probably a whole library full of books about how to set goals. But I wanted to talk to you about a system that works really well for me, and it's the 7 F's. of setting goals. So 7 areas where you can set goals in your life and be able to reach those goals and use the SMART method to set those goals within the 7 areas. So the 7 areas that I like to focus on are, first one is finances in my business. And they kind of go together. And that's the first F. So where do I want to be financially this year? And where do I want my business to be this year? That's something that you can set goals. And I typically set 2 to 4 goals within each section, although some of them have a few more, just because I need to work harder in that area. And then the next one I look at is my family. And that's not just my kids and my husband, but also my parents and my brother and all the other people involved that are in my family. And so what are my goals for my family? And those may overlap in other areas, like clearly finances in a way overlaps with family, but you want to be specific about those goals too. Another F is food and nutrition. So how do I look at my food and nutrition, and what are my goals for the year in that? Because as Robin talked about, your goals need to be with, your 4 vital behaviors need to be in your goals somewhere, right? Something I forgot to say though, well, I'll tell you in a second. Okay, the next one, free time. What do I want to do with my free time? And this is not necessarily fun. This is free time. So in my free time, I want to ride my horse more. I want to read my book more. They are fun too. I want to read more books, things like that. What do you do in your free time? And maybe that's, your alone time too, which is great. So you want to look at that and set goals for that. And then for fun, what do you want to do for fun this year and the next year? And then friends and relationships, how can I grow in that area? And then my faith, how can I grow in that area? And those are the areas that I look at to set goals. Now, when you're goal setting, you really need to focus on your why. These goals need to help you reach your why. So it's super important. So for example, I write down my goals and I put those 7 goals, all right? And right in the middle goes my why, kind of small actually, believe it or not. And around my why goes my vision statement. Vision's a little bit different than your why. The vision is kind of what you're going to do to get to your why, and then your goals are how you get to your vision. All right, so my vision, just so you know, is to have a close-knit family, to have financial freedom, and to help others realize the same goal. That's my vision. And then my goals surround my vision and help me reach my vision, which then helps me reach my why. It all fits together. How cool is that? So your call to action this time is to actually sit down and find a method that works for you. It doesn't have to be the 7 Fs. It doesn't matter to me what you do. But find a way to work through what your goals are for the next 12 months. And it's October right now, and so we have till the end of the year. But look at the next 12 months, and what do you want? The vision is what you want your next 12 months to look like. What are the goals that are going to get you there? And I want you guys to share with us some, you don't have to share them all, some of your SMART goals down in the comments so that we can see that we're all actually doing some goal setting. I did not set goals in the first 6 months of my business. And although I hit diamond in 90 days, but I did not set goals for that. So there was nothing there. It was kind of anticlimactic because I was like, what's that going to do for me? Because I didn't have a goal for it. And I started setting goals after the first 6 months of my business, and it changed absolutely everything. It also changes how you feel about yourself because you're actually accomplishing something that you can mark off. And those things that you're accomplishing are actually making your life better, making you a better person, a better coach, a better friend, a better sister, a better daughter, a better mother, a better spouse. That's what those goals do. So when you're reaching your goals, you're happy about who you are and about what's going on. And then the people around you are happy too because you're happy. So set some goals, you guys. I want you to share some of your goals in the comments, and I'm super excited to look at them and then to help you guys stay accountable to those goals. You guys have a great day.